Today, the House panel investigating the January 6th Capitol riots unanimously voted to subpoena former President Donald Trump. Mr. Trump responded on social media, calling the committee a bust and accusing members of dividing the country. If he does not comply, lawmakers could ask the Justice Department to charge Mr. Trump with contempt of Congress. Today's hearing comes as at least 900 people have now been arrested for storming the U.S. Capitol building January 6th. News4JAX anchor Tariq Miner has been looking into the Floridians facing charges.
Nearly 90 people from Florida have been criminally charged for their roles in the riot, which caused $1.5 million in damage and resulted in the deaths of 7 people. In North Florida, we've identified at least 9 individuals who are facing criminal charges. Florida leads the nation in the number of residents arrested in connection with the January 6 riots, according to a study conducted by George Washington University. A year and a half after the riots, News4JAX is digging deeper into the cases of local Floridians and where their cases stand right now. 61-year-old John Anderson of St. Augustine, who's seen here in the Capitol being assisted by police after being exposed to chemical irritants, died in a Jacksonville hospital in September of 2021. Anderson was a Marine Corps veteran who fought the charges against him after he was seen using an officer's shield. Brad Weeks of McClinney, who's a former Baker County Sheriff's Office employee, is scheduled to go to trial in December. Weeks faces charges of unlawful and violent entry into restricted government property and disorderly conduct. Middleburg couple Rachel Pert and 45-year-old Dana Wynn pled guilty to charges related to their participation in the riot. Both were sentenced to probation in order to pay a fine as part of their plea agreement. Adam Honeycutt, who's pictured here during the Capitol riots, told the judge he knew he was wrong before being sentenced to 18 months in federal prison. Honeycutt is a former bail bondsman who lost his license as a result of his arrest. Jeffrey Register, who lives in Fernandina Beach, pled guilty after parading, picketing, and demonstrating inside the Capitol, leading to a sentence of 75 days in jail. Jonathan Carlton used to be a correctional officer for the Rayford prison before he was taken into custody. He pled guilty and was sentenced to probation. Carlton told the judge he's done with politics. Daniel Gray of Neptune Beach and Jonathan Rockhold of Palm Coast are both still awaiting trial for their participation in the riots. Gray boasted about his actions at the Capitol on social media and was arrested on charges including assaulting police and engaging in violence. Gray's trial date is scheduled for January. And as for Jonathan Rockhold of Palm Coast, he faces 3 federal charges and is still awaiting trial. The FBI is still pouring through videos and pictures taken during the Capitol riots, vowing not to rest until all of those pictured are identified. More than 500 cases still need to be resolved either by trial or plea deal. I'm Tariq Miner, Channel 4, the local station.